Well, this is kind of a familiar sight, isn't it? You do what you gotta do, my friends. You do what you got to do. Hello, travelers of the internet! And welcome back to Guardian Studios, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to you. My name is JGuard, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of any newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are back once again, my friends, on the world of Lyndas, where I am currently trying to repair my equipment, after having used up a good amount of durability from most of my tools. Really wish I had other ways to repair my stuff that didn't require me having to come back to the skeleton grinder every other time I turn around, but, I do what I gotta do. Hello, Donut, Ryan, glad you guys could show up for the stream. Hope you're doing alright today. Yeah, I had an opportunity, so I thought I'd take it and do a stream a little earlier than I've been doing them. Hope you guys enjoy. I know I am. I know I'm going to. Some of you may wonder what the goal is going to be for today's stream. Well, this first stream for the day, and I say that because I might try to do more if I get the chance. This stream's whole focus is going to be on expanding the ice farm that I set up during the last stream over in the frozen wastes of Lyndas. If you're not aware what I'm talking about, last session we had finished up the frozen highway, the path leading to the frozen southern wastes, where I go to collect ice. This go around, we are going to try to get the ice farm that we built expanded a bit so that we've got more room to work with in terms of harvesting ice. And yeah, we can see if we can get it started today, Donut. I'm not going to count on anything yet, but we can try. We can certainly try. Okay, there's a few enchanted things in there, so that'll give me room to recover my stuff later. But now that my equipment is repaired, I'm going to go find a bed, sleep, and then we're going to go get busy. Boing, 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 boing. Uh-oh, baby zombie. Can't stand baby zombies. Those things are a pain. Alright, so, to expand the ice farm, which is going to be our first task for the day, I'm going to need some wood. A lot of wood, actually. I'm going to need dark oak and spruce, because I want to make this build out of dark oak and spruce. I have a plan for this build, you see, and I want to put it to good work. Interesting local forecast, Ryan. Hopefully the day ends up being good for you. Hopefully it doesn't end up being too dark or anything too soon for you. British. Got that British weather forecast going on. Sorry if that accent is horrible. I'm sure it's a horrible attempt at an accent. At a British accent. Please forgive me. I mean no offense. I'm just having fun. Good. Good. Well, I'm glad today was a good day for you. Okay. Can I just ask, we can right-click on sweetberry bushes and glowberry vines to harvest them. Why can't we do that with crops? I'm sitting here, I'm clicking the equivalent to the right click. Nothing's happening. You have to actually break the plant in order to harvest. In what world does that make sense? Oh, so my British accent isn't bad? Well, I appreciate that, mate. Although it kind of does blend into my Australian sometimes. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell apart my British attempts and my Australian. Because I like both accents. They sound cool to me sometimes. But when I try to imitate one or the other, I feel like I blur them together a little bit, and it kind of bugs me that I do that. Put away the fortune pick. Not gonna need that for a little while. I just realized I'm gonna need some bone meal, because I need to grow some trees quick. Well, alright, mate. I can certainly do an Australian accent. I mean, I can do an attempt at an Australian accent. I could say that sniping's a good job, mate. Challenging work, but you probably won't go hungry. After all, at the end of the day, as long as there's two people on the planet, someone is going to want someone else downed. But I'm assuming you're talking about video games in that case, mate. I mean, actual sniping, that's for soldiers, not for anybody else. Alright, Donut. Well, hopefully you get to come back quick. Is that the Australian flag, mate? I actually don't know my flags that well. Shame to say. I know a handful of flags, but not that many. Ah, good, good, good. Well, now I know I'll be able to recognize that flag when I see it next. So for that, I appreciate you, lad. You're a good bloke, and I appreciate you. Hey! Let's see here. Got some cows I gotta deal with. Grab those. Whoops, I missed a log. It's like a whoops, I did it again moment. Ba-ba-da-ba-dee-ba-dum, ba-ba-dim, ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-doo-da-ba-da-doo. Ba-ba-da-doo. Just planting a bunch of trees because I need as much wood as I can get for the plan I have in store. Da da dee da 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 doom. Ba ba da ba 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 bum ba da ba da 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 da. I should put these saplings back now that I've planted some dark oak trees. But I'm gonna plant a couple more now that I think about it. Might as well, right? I need the wood. Hey, it's the Italiano! It's the flag of the Italianos! Not bad. Not bad, my friend. What do you think of my Italian accent? I mean, it's a no professional Mario. But I'm hardly better than a Sly Cooper. If you don't know who Sly Cooper is, he is a master thief of the game in the video game worlds. Very cool character, very enjoyable to play. There are times I really miss those games. Now that I stop and think about it, this is one of those times. Well, thank you very much. At least there's something useful from listening to ages upon ages of Mario and Luigi. Not to mention the Mario and Luigi impersonations. Hang on one moment. I need to take care of something really quick. Alright, sorry about that. Had to get my water. I'd forgotten to bring it over to my streaming station, as it were. Which is not good. I gotta make sure I can stay hydrated. Hey! Good morning, Scout! How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. Oh, and of course, we get stuck with the sunset when I come back. Lovely. Into the mine house. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a pretty good day. I've had a pretty good morning, and I'm looking forward to a pretty good afternoon. Hopefully, my expectations will not be incorrect. Translation, hopefully my day will be as good as I'm hoping for. There we go. Today we are going to be going back out to the frozen wastes to play a hand at expanding the ice farm. I know I showed off a pretty simple ice farm last time, but I want to make it bigger so that I can get more ice from it at a faster rate. because I know I'm going to end up using a lot of ice for one build or another. Whether it's turning ice into packed ice for another ice highway, or using actual ice to make an area into a body of water, or expand a river. I'm going to end up using a lot of ice. Yep, when it comes to Minecraft farms, the bigger the better. You get more items, more efficiently, and quickly. Scoop up the goodies. There we go. We're also, by the by, going to be keeping our eyes open for some more opportunities to get our hands on meat. Because I don't have very much meat, and it's starting to become a problem. My supply of food has dwindled. This is a problem that must be fixed immediately. And at some point, I've got to find out where all these zombie noises are coming from and deal with the problem. Whoops. That was unexpected. Hey, welcome back, Ryan. Welcome back. I love the fact that we have bone meal. Makes growing trees and chopping them down so much easier. Yeah, for a moment there I was one with the tree, wasn't I? It was kind of funny. Kind of cool, too. Give me that hoe. Oh, 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 oh. Let's do this! That was a good jump. Cool, we are getting a good amount of spruce out of this. Again, I want to make the expansions to the ice farm out of spruce and dark oak. So hopefully we can do this quite efficiently. Oh, for a second I couldn't figure out where the crackling of the campfire was coming from. Then I remember there was one over there by the bee's nest to help keep those bees calm in case I ever need honey. Or honeycomb. Not that I've needed it, I mean... the stuff that needs honeycomb... and there's only one thing I can think of that actually does. Well, actually two things. New player-crafted beehives, and the candles. How much meat is that now? 21. Cool. Alright, that should be plenty of wood for what I need. Use the coal block. Oh wow, we are very close. We are practically tied in our pursuits, huh, Ryan? Nice. That's cool. That's cool. That brings my total of collected meat for cooking up to 30. That's good. That's good. That's a good start. Put this bone meal away. And I'm going to grab a few quick Z's so that we can have a fresh day to start our work on. And Scout, while I would use a coal block to smelt up the meat, I do have a bunch of dried kelp blocks in my main smoker. And I don't really need the meat just yet. I do have other kinds of food. I do have a different kind of food to keep me going for the time being. You know, thinking about it, I actually have an idea how I can make an ice highway able to go up and down. It would just require some different materials and a different means of working with the thing. If we got some soul sand, some signs, and enough packed ice to do the job, we could make the ice highway stretch out even further in both directions and make it so that it can actually go up and down as well as forward and back. We can make bubble elevators to lift our boat up to the next section of ice. Even do it as a stepladder kind of thing. Or as just a full-on bubble water vader. But if we did that, we would be able to make the ice road, the frozen highway, go on for longer in each direction without issue. Might be a good idea to do that at some point. When I next go to expand the highway, which will end up happening eventually, I'll have to keep that in mind. Bubble vaders. Whee! Yahoo! Vroom, vroom! Mario! 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 Who is number one now? Luigi! Hey, Luigi! Hurry up already! Alright, Scout. Hey, thanks for being here, dude. I appreciate it. Big time. Adios, amigo. That is the extent of my Spanish, unfortunately. I can say hello and goodbye in Spanish. I can say a few other little words, but I don't know that much Spanish, unfortunately. Alright, first thing I want to do is I want to replace these buttons. I want the buttons to stand out in each one of these trays. Because that's the thing we're changing with this particular tray. We're swapping out the buttons so that they stand out better. And now that we've done that, it's time to place down some planks. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17. Cool. Alright. let's do this. Uh-oh. More dark oak planks, please. Alright, now it's going to be a matter of filling this in. So, I actually have a method to do that that'll make this pretty simple. What we're gonna do is collect a bunch of this ice, and then use that ice. Wait a minute. Ah, crud! I brought the wrong pick! Oh, I brought the wrong pick. Yep, I'm building an expansion for the ice farm, but I just realized I forgot to make sure I was carrying the silk pick. My silky pick. Instead, I'm carrying my fortune pick. I need to go get the silk touch one so that I can harvest the ice. I did not realize I had done that. I didn't realize I had them swapped. I feel so dumb. It's gonna take me a couple minutes to go back and forth, but that's part of why I kind of want to do an expansion to the ice path, so that there's a section that goes around my base, so that it gives Lyndas itself a bit of a wide berth, but it can still be connected more directly to Lyndas. That's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it. Do kind of an arch around the area of Lyndas, and then onward from there. That'd be a good idea. Honestly, an ice boat highway would be a great idea for any kind of world, so take a note, Donut. I think one of the first things we do once we can get enchantments on a realm ought to be working towards being able to build an ice boat highway. That way, people can go to and fro fairly easy. Of course, there's going to have to be a note at every stop where people are alerted, hey, make sure you stay on one side of the path. Don't want to cause a traffic jam, in case we get a few different people. Because traffic jams already cause us so much trouble in... Traffic jams cause us a lot of trouble in real life. We don't want to have to carry that kind of problem over to virtual life, do we? Oh yeah, it is fun. And the results are even more so. I mean, look how fast I'm going. This is so satisfying to travel on. cool. It's also a method of transportation that I trust more than traveling by the way of the Nether, because in the Nether you never know where you're going to find a patch of area that is going to spawn in a ghast or two and cause you get fireballed. But if you set up an ice highway in the overworld, you can keep it lit up, and then you don't have to worry about anybody getting attacked by anything on the highway, especially if you elevate it a bit. I figure between minecart railroads and an ice highway, we're going to make it so that the realm is easily traversed. Which would be fantastic. Making more stuff easier for folks to access means more people want to travel around and go see and do things. Which in turn means builders are more inclined to want to build up their stuff to make it look as good as they can and keep expanding to impress their neighbors. Which would help give me, for sure, some motivation to do so. And might do the same for our fellow Minecrafters on the realm. Which, hey, goes the extra mile towards encouraging everybody to build and expand and enjoy themselves. And also means people can be comfortable spreading themselves out a bit, without us having to go to the nether to the end per se. Because I'm full netherite, I've got the kingdom of Lyndas slowly being built, and I've got this ice highway and the villager infrastructure, and I'm comfortable to go back and forth without an elytra. I don't care that I don't have an elytra. That in and of itself is a big deal. Alright, back at the ice highway. Let's roll. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-dum-ba-dum, ba-dum-ba-da-dum-ba-dee-dum-ba-dum. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-be-da-da-dum, ba-dum-bum-ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum-ba-dum-be-da-da-dum, ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-bum-bum, ba-dum-ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum-ba-dum-bum, ba-da-dum. Da da dum da 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 dum 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 da da dee dum dum da da dum da da dee da dum dum da dum da da dee da dum da da dum boom boom boom. That was fun. Every tray of ice is going to be just a little bit of a boost to my ice production efforts. And if I'm not mistaken, the more of the water that freezes, the faster the rest of the water will freeze. Which, that just makes things a little more efficient as time goes on. And there we go. That's tray number 2 done. I like it. Next tray. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. See, this is already filling up with ice. We only just harvested from it, so if that tells you anything, we are going to have a lot of ice being produced here. Which, that's good. That's exactly what we want. Do 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 dee dum do do dum do 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 dum ba da dee da dee da da dum dum ba dee ba ba da 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 dum da 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 dum bum. Is it just me, or does the rhythm of breaking those ice blocks and then placing the button... Did that almost sound like the conga thing? That tune? Did anybody else hear that? Because I swear it sounded like there was a rhythm like that to it for a moment there. Not a bad thing, but just kind of interesting. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16! I got it right! I actually did it right. Nice. I wasn't sure if I had. Kind of going for a little bit of a checkerboard kind of thing with these, too. Dark oak, spruce, dark oak, you know? That way they alternate, which gives it more of a stylish kind of look, I feel. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I thought it'd be a pleasing kind of a pattern to do it that way. What's really nice is I know this farm would work on both versions of the game, Java and Bedrock, so if anybody needs an ice farm design, hey, here you go. If I place this right, this should be 16. Yep, I did it right. Okay. Button, 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 button. There we go. Very nice. see, 2 of the trays are already almost full of ice. So that just proves that this is going to work. Whoops. Polar bear. With how bad my fortunes have been with polar bears, I'm a little nervous now. I almost feel like the thing is going to decide that I'm in its territory and come after me, even though I've done nothing to it. There we go. You broke your controller, Scout? How'd you do that? What kind of controller is it, anyway? I just messed up the pattern. Why are you gonna break your controller? Those things are expensive, dude. I'd advise you not to break it. Oh no! Oh man, Scout, I'm sorry, dude. I've accidentally deleted worlds too, Scout. It sucks when it happens, but I would seriously advise you not to break the controller. Those things are expensive. You don't want to have to go out and get a replacement. Trust me. It'd take way more time than you'd want to have to deal with. Oh, Scout. Alright, Scout. If you're heading out, we'll see you later. I am sorry about your, I'm sorry about your world. I know how it is to spend hours building up something only to lose it. I've had that kind of thing happen to me more times than I care to remember. It is extremely frustrating. Okay, apparently there's a byproduct of this farm. Ice. Or not ice. Fish. A byproduct of this farm is we have a chance of getting fish. And bones. Apparently bones are also a potential byproduct. That's cool. But actually that makes sense, because fish, when they die in Bedrock Edition, they have a chance of dropping bones. So, hey, makes sense. If you're wondering why I'm taking up these buttons, it's actually because I messed up my pattern on this one. Actually, I messed it up on a couple of them. Well, crud. Yeah, see? It's trying to spawn in fish, but when there's ice in the way, they get caught on the ice and end up flopping around and going... So I actually had this the right way around the first time. Stinking thing. I think I'm gonna rearrange the pattern a little bit. Once I get up the buttons I incorrectly placed, that is. Keep having to remove and replace the buttons. go. Bingo. Ho ho! You know, I just realized, if I really wanted to do this checkerboard, I should have done dark oak and birch. That would have really done a checkerboard kind of effect. Nice. So that's... how many trays have I made now? 6? Yeah. Let's see how efficiently we can handle all this. Pop these bits in here. Nice. I remember the days when Enya and I each tried to make an ice farm on a world that we were playing on together at one point. When we first learned ice farms were a thing, we seemed to both decide, okay, we need to make sure we have an ice farm in any world that we play on. Not that I can blame us, I mean, ice ended up having several uses that once upon a time I would never have really thought about taking advantage of. It's already filled up. Excellent. Alright, Donut. See ya. Thanks for tuning in, my dude. Thank you very, very much. These are one of the occasions where I miss the the furnace XP glitch. Alright, Donut. I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know. Hang on, guys. I've got to check something real. Well, actually, no. Nah, on second thought, don't think I really have to check on anything right now, but we'll see what happens. Alright. I think this tray is pretty much exhausted. On to the next one. I think a fourth pair of trays will maximize my efficiency in terms of ice collection. Grr, come on, let me up there. It's just so satisfying to do this. It really, really is. There we go. Not bad. Not bad, but I do think we need to expand it a little further. What can I say? This thing is great so far, but it could use some further enhancements. There we go. Ow. That hurt. That did. That hurt. Ow. Yeah, I probably should have used dark oak or used oak or birch instead of spruce, but at the same time, this is going very well. Why mess with a working thing, right? Right. And we're out of dark oak. So this tray isn't going to get to be finished. Alright. Dude, stop moving away. What do you have? Garbage. I can't really say I was surprised. But I was kind of thinking, maybe this one will have something better than the rest. Nope. Just the same old, same old. The same kind of garbaggio. Oh well. So much more his loss. Not mine. gonna take a shipment of ice back towards Lyndas proper. And pick up a little more dark oak to finish off the 4th dark oak tray. And I guess cook up some steak, because I'm getting tired of burning through my pumpkin pie so fast. Wait a minute. It just occurred to me I can bring a lot more ice than what I picked up from the chest. Just need to go get a lead, and I can make it work. That is a really cool sight. All that ice in neat little trays like that. That's cool. That is very cool. Let's see here. Alright, let's go get a little bit more, and then we'll head off. Wow, I'm taking a lot of fall damage. And yet, also not, because of my feather fall. That's good. Let's go. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The wind blew up her, bade him down, or below my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on our away whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take the whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Na da 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 da. Na da 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 da. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not of greed. He belonged to a whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Na da 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 da. Na da 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 da. For 40 days or even more, line went slack and tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, and still the whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ugh. That's what I thought. That's what was stopping it there. Wow. That's a lot of ice. And a solid start to our ice farming efforts, too. Alright. I think that's actually going to do it for this session, my friends. Sorry for the accent. But in all seriousness, I do think that's going to do it for this session, guys. I'm probably going to finish up that ice tray and start doing some off-camera ice collection so that I can stockpile a whole bunch. But until next stream, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes, commenting, subscribing if you haven't already, turning on notifications by smacking the bell, and of course, sharing the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy the content, and checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content and ways to support the channels. That all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical, and I'll see y'all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!